Hello, welcome, my beautiful collective, or welcome back. I am happy to be back. Happy to be back. So today's reading, we are going to look at all signs, and we're going to figure out what you need to know, or what a very quick message on what Spirit wants to bring to your attention during this time. You can take this for a couple of weeks, a couple of days. I'm intending it to be for a couple of weeks. Excuse me. So I'm going to do each element, of course, but I'm going to do each sign individually. So we have our water signs, of course, our fire, our air, and our earth. I'm probably going to start with the earth signs. There'll be timestamps in the description. I'm suggesting that you watch your sun, moon, and rising. That's what I'm hoping will give you a fuller and more complete message for what Spirit wants to bring to your attention. So my lovelies, I will see you at your signs. Ciao. All right, so starting off with our beautiful earth sign, and we have Taurus coming out first. So we are going to pick one of the elements. All right. To see which other element is going to contribute to this message. We're starting out with the dreams of Gaia. We're going to get 2 cards. All right. Okay, my beautiful Tauruses, what do you need to know right now? I'm not taking reversals in the Dreams of Gaia deck today. Okay, my loves. So, Taurus, the element that you have is the element of spirit. So, first card out, you have cleanse with perception. Then you have milk and honey in the reverse. And the 4 of air. So my loves, I feel what Spirit is saying to you, Tauruses, is they're asking you to clear up your perception of what, literally that, clear up your perception of how you're thinking about certain things, about what brings you joy, what brings you discomfort, what is your happy place. Are you over-calculating some things, or do you need to organize and make things more clear, which I'm feeling is more of the tendency of their saying, what Spirit is saying to you here. And the element of Spirit in particular with this card I'm feeling for you is getting a sense of sacred geometry for 1. 2, I'm getting a sense of timing, of patterns, of cycles. And I'm also feeling a sense of trying to structure your mind. A feeling of stability, and again, coming back to clearing the perception of whatever it is in this particular sense of milk and honey. What's sweet, what brings you comfort. If it's in the reverse, I'm feeling of what's bringing you discomfort right now. Wanting you to get back to the element of your own spirit and clear the path, clear the way, clear the mind. That's what they want you to do. 9 o'clock might be significant, AM or PM. I'm feeling it's like time to nail in or to root in where your foundation begins. All right, my beautiful Tauruses, those are your quick messages. Moving on to the next earth sign, my lovelies, which is Capricorns. Excuse me. Let's get your element. All right. Not doing reversals today for the Dreams of Gaia, sorry. Okay, my beautiful Capricorns. The first card that you have out is Reflection in the Reverse. Then you have the Six of Fire. By the Book. The Two of Fire. And your mystery extra card, the Three of Earth. And your element, the element of water. For you, my beautiful Capricorns, I think this has to do with a particular relationship or dynamic or partnership in particular. And they're asking you to find, I think more specifically is reflect on where you're butting heads or where the tension began or is the tension point, period. There is a way to find victory within this particular thing, but there's something about the method being too by the book is what I'm feeling. It's a little too stiff is the word they're giving me. And this element of water and this Two of Wands here, this two heads better than one, different perspectives, same energy that merge into something much more beautiful. And it's allowing that flow of energies in. And right now it feels like there's a rigidity within this perspective or within the way that this wants to be done. So Spirit's asking you to look at how you're looking at this in per se, this particular dynamic, this situation. And there is a way, again, with this Three of Earth in the reverse, that you're not possibly, my Capricorns, help nurture this particular perspective, because I actually do think it would be beneficial for all involved if you were to flip this perspective and reflect on how this is two sides of the same coin. So allowing this other side or this perspective to merge in some way to find some sort of unity, common ground, it would be really, I think, successful and helpful for all. Yeah, there's a strong emphasis, like there's like this by the book energy is part of the reason why there is a little bit of a rift. And that's what they want you to reflect on. Is there a way for you guys to come into some sort of compromise? All right, my beautiful Capricorns, those are your quick messages for what Spirit wants you to know right now. I'm sending you so much love. We're going on to the next Earth sign, which will be Virgo, of course. All right, Virgos. Let's get your element. We're using the James of Gaia Tarot, and we are not using reversals for this deck today. Okay, quick things. Spirit had messages for you really fast. They're like, we need to talk to Virgos. We need to get some things out. Okay. Alright, I tell you fast. Wow, this energy's heavy, Virgos, heavy. Wow, Virgos. Okay. My goodness. Okay, first card out you have is Pain. With the Five of Earth, excuse me. Wow. Okay, then you have Orphaned. The element of air. And the Six of Earth. My Virgos, it feels like you're in a state of literally pain, feeling lonely, possibly isolated, or you may have been in that phase very recently. And I feel like this pain was caused by a sort of trickster energy that it's giving me like how do I word this? This is a horrible example, but like being lured into the truck by candy. It's that kind of feeling here where you got manipulated somehow or duped in some way that left you abandoned out in the cold. Um, I want to say feeling stupid. Like that's what it feels like. I feel stupid about this. Like how did I let this happen? Like that's the feeling I'm getting, my Virgos. And I think that you've been in your head a lot recently about what's been going on. And this Six of Earth here in particular, it's almost like feeding something while taking the burden of something else and knowing that, or feeling like it's your responsibility, that it's your place to give. I need to get some extra cards for you, my piles, my Virgos. Because this like talks about like this responsibility of getting like the gatherer, so to speak, the hunter, and bringing bringing everything into this environment for people to be able to be satisfied, to live, to nurture, but you're the one taking on all this responsibility. And I feel like what Spirit's saying is like you're taking on so much of the blame. And I don't feel like the blame is in your hands at all, is what I'm getting. And so they're asking you to try to release that. Yeah. Seven of Earth. Like realign the self, get centered again, and release. Release so that you can, it's like re-nurture yourself again, like to bring yourself back to life in some sort of way. Oh, my lovelies, this is difficult for sure. So what Spirit's quick message is for you, my Virgos, is this is not your fault. This has nothing to do with you being naive or stupid or allowing yourself to fall for this. This was a manipulative energy that took advantage of something that was very sweet and innocent. And now Spirit's asking you to remind yourself that this is not your fault. And where you're giving yourself more of, or taking more of the responsibility, they're asking you to release it to Spirit, to ground in and realign yourself with what the truth is. That you are a true, divine, beautiful being, and that cannot be tainted. Oh, my beautiful collective of Virgos, I'm sending you so much love. Until next time. Okay, going on to the air signs next, starting with Geminis. Okay, which element do you need, Demis? Alright. Came up together. Didn't want to take two, but they said take it. Gemini. Okay, my loves. I think this is in reverse. And this came out first. Okay, lovelies, you have balance in the reverse. Three of Earth. You have TikTok. chaos and conflict. They really keep highlighting 33 for you. You have 333 here. Very significant, Geminis. Your element you have is earth and the sage. Okay, my Gemini, Spirit is very clear about this first message anyway, and they're really talking about work-life balance. They're asking you to make sure that you're nurturing the right things and you're not bleeding yourself dry into putting into something that is not, I want to say, giving you peace. Like, that's the best way I can say it. That makes you feel rooted and stable. There is some sort of like, there is a clock on something, and I think spiritually this is not, it's, I don't want to say it's like a warning, it's just like a reminder or just a note to self that there is a clock on this, either that's what you've been thinking, or energetically there's a clock on whatever this chaos and conflict is within your life that you keep trying to feed into, because they keep emphasizing the blood in the fingertips, you know? I'm thinking about, like, you've been putting in nurturing something or feeding something, like I said, for so long, but it's continuously a state of conflict. There's always some sort of chaos, and they keep bringing me to the shattered pieces of this TikTok clock here. So what I'm feeling, my Geminis, here is that they're asking you to really trust in your own intuition, your own wisdom, and your own insight, and what you've already experienced within the time that has passed. Is this still something that you want to nurture? Is this still something that is worth the chaos and the conflict? Where are you lacking that balance when it comes to either seeing something clearly or the reciprocity within a dynamic or within yourself? So my lovelies, they want you to ground and root into what is true to you. Disconnect from any outside influences that might sway your decisions or make you continue to feed into it as you have been doing, because I think that this is where the tension and the contention is in your life, whether that has to do with work, relationships, whatever. Okay, my beautiful gems, those are your quick messages. I'm sending you so much love. We are moving on to the next air sign, which is Aquarius. Okay, my aqua babies. This one. Oh, they just told me no. Damn. Okay. Wow, that is very clear. Okay, Aquas, let's see what your quick messages are. Not doing reversals in the Dreams of Gaia deck. I just heard, I'm sending out an SOS. I'm sending out an SOS to the Lord. I don't know if he says Lord, but that's what I just heard. Okay, my aqua babies. Your first card you have is the Death card. And then, ooh, interesting, Youth. As you see them together and piece them together, we have Message in a Bottle, the Element of Fire, and the Nine of Air. You know what I'm really feeling here? It's like Phoenix energy, I'm feeling a death to an old version of you, but also something that had died in your youth is also being revived. Like there's this message of something that had died within your energetic frequency because of circumstance, life, etc. It's like they're showing me like that essence got burned away, but it's now time for that phoenix to rise. Like that's the energy that I'm getting, Aqua. So my lovelies, it feels like this youthful energy or this spark or this inspiration of whatever it is that this, again, that spark, that fire energy that is reigniting this third eye chakra, opening up your consciousness, you connecting down into source energy and ready to like, I feel like this ready to pounce energy. Yeah, like hands are on fire, like there's this heat buildup, you know, of wanting to create. That's what I'm feeling. Wanting to create, and it's truly, truly divinely guided, and this sense of this innocence that may have been lost. Like there's a sparks from something from your past is really the strongest emphasis of what I'm getting here, Aquas. Like you being able to, again, because they're showing me this in the pictures of how your aqua characters are pouring this water into this, what I feel is like the earth, and then this message in the bottle of what it's pouring into, you know, and that's delivering it right down to you into this spark that ignites all of this within you. You know, it's a beautiful energy that I'm feeling here, how they're making it flow, and it's really something that's going to get you really excited, moving, and like your younger self happy you're doing again. Like that's what it feels like. Satisfying the inner child's needs. That's beautiful, my beautiful Aquariuses. I'm sending you so much love. This is awesome. We are moving on to Libras now. Okay, what element wants to be with you? Ooh, all right. Great shuffle. Okay. Yeah, not ready. Okay, Libras. Here we go. What do you need to hear right now? Woo. There's another Dreams of Gaia card on the floor. I will get it in just a second. Spirit just said that the card on the floor is just a side energy. And that's youth, which also just came out in the last Aqua's reading, excuse me. So the first card you have out is Growth. That came with the Seven of Air. With Flexible. The element of air. And emotion and intellect. So my beautiful Libras, it feels like you are trying to expand your perspective, your knowledge, your understanding of yourself in particular when it comes to how you may have dealt with things in your past to how you're dealing with them now. You are looking for, or Spirit's asking you to, if you're not already, but it feels like you are, looking for a way to heed the mind and the heart to make sure that the emotions and intellect do not override each other but work in harmony. Finding the flexibility within what may have been sort of set in stone or learned programming from your past or as a youth from what you had to do to cope with certain things, there is now an ask for you to be more flexible for the allowance of this growth that you are seeking within the understanding of self, the mind, human nature, relationships, etc. So flexibility and growth is your main focus, my beautiful Libras, of trying to recalibrate the emotion and the intellect so that it stays balanced within you and that your past does not interfere in a way that prevents you from growing. My beautiful collective of Libras, those are your quick messages. I am sending you so much love. Until next time, ciao. Moving on to our fire signs. Starting with Leo. Let's see, Leo, what element wants to be with you today? This one. All right, my beautiful collective of Leos. Your first card out is Abundance. You have that with the Sage. Then you have Y in the reverse. And then the element of air. As I giggled, I just heard Spirit say, don't question as to why or how this is happening for you. And then we have the Ace of Wands. How beautiful. It feels beautiful. It feels like a surprise opportunity comes to you and you're really like, what the hell? Like, how did this happen? Or apologies, not sure where we got caught up, but this is a beautiful opportunity that you do not need to think about. It is from your past work, from your past efforts, this karmic reward. Spirit is giving it to you. Take it with open arms and run with it, Leo. It's beautiful. And it can specifically have to do with money or monetary things, but it can be any type of abundance. I'm sending you so much love. Ciao, my Leos. That's awesome. Okay. Moving on to my next fire signs, which is going to be Sagittarius. Let's figure out which element wants to be with you, Sagittarius. Ooh, all right. Element of spirit. Wanted to be seen, too. I just heard this is going to be a big message for you. Not sure in which way. Not taking reversals in the Dreams of Gaia deck today. I wanted to get another card for flexible, and I understand why this came out, but I will explain everything shortly. Just give me a second, my Sages. But the first thing that I heard once I dropped out the cards, I was hearing like Father's will. Like that's, and like I'm feeling like as an actual Father's will. Like written down like what's going to be in it or where things are going. There's something about that energy in here. Okay, my Sages. So the first card that came out is Strength. Then you have the Father. You have Flexible, that came out first, and then all that glitters. Then you have the 3 of air and the 10 of fire. With the element of spirit. So my loves, going back to the first message that I received here, it feels like for some of you Sages that you're going to have to be extremely flexible about the way things are perceived as fair. Because there may be, like, as a hypothetical, this may not be the exact situation here, but say there's 2 siblings and one of them, the parent, you know, either feels that one of them could benefit more, could do better with, or needs it more. There's some sort of logic behind why one of them might get more than the other. You know, like they're less off, they may not be married, etc., 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 etc. You know, and or it could be something about favoritism, about, you know, I'm always there, or I'm always perceived as dad's favorite, so, you know, I might be perceived as getting everything when that's not the case. Like there's something very strange about like where things are being delegated or who's inheriting what. That is one of the very strongest first energies I got. The next message for you, Sages, is I'm feeling here a sense of finding your own strength in what you're doing and really clarifying for yourself what you will do for, let's say, for money, for work, for exposure, for an experience, you know, because there's something that you do have to learn from to realign yourself with your power again. But there's something about the flexibility between shiny, pretty, new things, or, you know, a persona of a person that might be really shiny, but in the depths of it, they're not in alignment with self. So there's something about you either looking at that archetype in your life and really, it's almost like taking notes for yourself about what you might, quote unquote, fall for or bend for that may not be to your ultimate benefit in the long run. So to those messages, depending on what's going on in your life, that's what I'm seeing for you, my Sagittarius. This is for your quick messages. I'm sending you so much love. Okay, my lovely fire signs. Next sign up is the Leos. The Aries. I already did Leos. All right, Aries. All right, fire and fire. Not surprised, my Aries. What messages do Aries need to hear? I'm not doing reversals in the Dreams of Gaia deck, which is this deck. Okay, my lovely Aries. Your first card out is Sweetness in the reverse. Then you have the 7 of Air. Interesting. We have Peace. We have the 8 of Fire. And then the Element of Fire. Wow. Okay, my Aries. So one of the messages that I'm getting first here is there might be a feeling around you of very direct and ambitious right now, very alpha in energy. But forgive, don't shoot the messenger. I love you, Aries. But there might be a feeling that you have lost some of your sweetness and some of your calm within is what I'm feeling. And that peace needs to be restored. But there's this fiery, like, go, 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 go energy. And I don't know if you feel like you cannot rest right now, or you don't have any peace because of your environment being a lack of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure. But there is an ask for you to slow down, in my opinion, or to find peace with this being your energy. If this is what you want to do and go about it, and if the energy over here feels a little bit more cerebral and needs to be considered, you know, because I'm not sure if you're contending with another person in particular, like romantically, or this is just like when it comes to work dynamics, but there is something here about a lack of clarity or a sense of putting that on the back burner in some way. Yeah, there's this peace energy is what's interesting. Yeah, 8 of air. Yeah, there's something about this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, like 7, 8. Like there's definitely something about you in your head about either how much you're putting out or what you're doing, how much force, and there's this lack of calmness within. Yeah, like the no place like home in the reverse. Maybe it is about work dynamics that you haven't been putting enough energy into the work. Maybe you're not feeling a sense of, I guess, community within your workforce. You know, there is no peace there, but everything's just go, go, go and fire. So I really do think for you, Aries, that you need to come to some sort of understanding about what it is that, either if it's the sweetness within you that's been zapped out, or the environment is no longer sweet for you to be and it doesn't feel like home. All of this is something for you to contend to and look at, or to have a conversation about, so that you can find some more of that peace within. Okay, my beautiful Aries, I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you so much love. We're moving now on to the water signs. Last but not least, we are gonna start with Pisces. All right, Pisces, what element wants to be with you? That was real sticky. Okay, let's see. Emotion and intellect. And the 4 of water. You got so much water, Pisces. So much water. Are you all up in your feels or in your emotions? In your head? Are you overly contemplating something right now? Woo! Shoot. It went so far. Chaos and conflict, Pisces. I have a feeling that this chaos and conflict is mostly in the mind, but it obviously has some circumstantial energies around. Let's see. Movement is your first card, Pisces, my fellow Pisceans. Emotion and intellect. Chaos and conflict. 4 of water. Element of earth. You know what I just heard? Are you seeing the truth of a situation clearly? So I feel like Spirit's talking about there's been a lot of activity and movement in the mind, and you have been trying to, you know, make sure that you're thinking logically about something, but not ignoring your emotions. And that process is what I feel is the chaos and conflict. It's like, because you can't really hash out what's going on or really find an actual legitimate like solution or conclusion, there's something about it that still feels a little Neptunian, you know, a little blurry, a little murky. I always feel this energy of this like narcissism every time I look at this card. But again, I'm getting a sense of like, this is all I can see because I don't know how to get out of this conflict or this chaos or how to find a solution to this. There's something that's interesting about this chaos and conflict, Pisces. I'm going to get one more. Chop wood. Yeah, like I said, there's something you need to get to the bottom of. Like, that's really what this feeling is. And I'm feeling like you're trying to figure it out on your own in some way. Like you may not have access to, I don't know, something for you to be able to root in an actual answer. The Senshal. Okay. I think Spirit's asking you to let go. Let go of trying to find the clarity in some way. I know that's not going to be an easy thing for you to do, but I think they just want you to just keep moving, and I think clarity will eventually come. Like, just clear out what's not working, chop wood, clear up, put to use what you need to put to use, and lay to rest this chaos and conflict. It's almost just like step aside and stop looking at it. Like that's I know, easier said than done, but that's kind of the way this guardian, this loyalty sometimes to a fault, you know, and I think that's what it is, loyal to the thoughts or loyal to trying to figure it out so much that it's keeping you in this sort of mini loop in your brain. So they're asking you just to ground and root in the essence of not knowing all of the answers and keep moving. They will come. Oh, my beautiful Pisces, I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, moving on to our next water sign, which will be Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios, let's see what element wants to be with you. Scorpios, all up in your emotions too. Can't say emotions, I'd say all up in your feels. It's not really emotions, it's just like really deep thoughts is what I'm feeling here about something or someone. Okay, first card out, Scorpios, is Caution. Then you have the Crone. Unfinished Symphony. Element of Earth again. And Destiny. Okay, my beautiful Scorpios, it feels like Spirit's asking you to heed your own warnings. Like you've already been through this particular cycle with somebody or this energy anyways. It's on repeat now, either with the same person or with the same energy or, with a similar energy. And I feel like now you have an opportunity now to finish this particular cycle so that you can start anew and root in a new trajectory of your destiny or follow a different melody, so to speak. Because I think like you've already been through this enough, and now the crone energy, which is one of the most wise of the maiden mother crone energy, the female, or the female, one of the female archetypes, she's cautioning you here. It's like you've already done this. You've already been to the depths of this, and you know how this song goes. Even though it may not be finished here, they're playing the same notes. That's what I'm feeling here, as opposed to something not completing, which is now what I feel like you've already been through. You haven't completed this cycle, and you have now an opportunity to root in this understanding so that you do not need to repeat it again. You can finish the symphony now. This is really big, Scorpio. In my opinion, like, I feel like this is a really great opportunity for you to level up and for you to once and for all let go of a past cycle or a past way of doing something or attracting something. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, I'm sending you so much love. Those are your quick messages. Moving on to our last and final sign, which will be Cancer. All right, Cancers, which element? Oh, that crab is so cute. All right. Look how cute he is. I don't know why he's a he, but he's a he. Okay, you have knowledge. And the journey. Oh. You have the tribe, and that popped out right afterwards. All right. Let's get, okay, wow, the only one who got two. So you have flow and space. Interesting. I just heard flow in your space of what you know. Knowledge. You have the tribe and milk and honey. This is really nice, Cancer. The element of air and the journey. This is great, Cancers. I'm really feeling for you like you are in a really much better wow, English. You're in a much better space of flow right now, and you are actually utilizing your knowledge now in some way that is making you really feel at home. It's almost like I found my people. You know, like I found my tribe. This really makes me happy. I'm really ecstatic about where this journey is taking me. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I'm seeing a lot. It's just extremely positive, Cancers. Like there's nothing that I can even, like, it just feels really great. It feels like you found a place where you can be at peace in your space. You can be emotionally expressive. You can continue to learn. You feel at home. There's a nice creative flow. Like, it's lovely. Like, super quick for you, Cancers. You have great messages. Probably one of the easiest ones that I've read, I'm sure, out of all of the signs. So I'm sending you so much love, and I hope this was helpful. Until next time, my lovely collective. Ciao.